Alright friends, welcome back again to another episode of Tactical Enlightenment. This YouTube channel is dedicated to all things Bannerlord, but especially field command and advanced tactics. And we continue on with our fabulous 40 here series, this companion only army, and we have a Khazate force sieging here, but I had to go to a nearby town because I could not sneak into the keep. Evidently, if you only have companions, you're just not allowed to, so I tackled a few brigand armies and we grabbed a handful of recruits here, which I now think will allow us to enter this castle and try to make a defense of it. I've got a third stack of javelins here, and we're going to give this a shot here. It looks like 1,500, maybe 1,800 Khazates. And looking at their army, of course, it looks like it's a very powerful army. 49 Consguards, 61 Marksmen, 48 Dark Hands. This is a theme in this series, is to encounter the most difficult armies we can handle, and maybe we can't handle, right? Look at this, 36 Sturgeon Heroic Line Breakers. You know, the Dark Hands, more Consguards, more Marksmen. This is a stacked Khazate force here sieging. Now we're going to have a small bit of assistance from the garrison here. We're going to break in, we'll lose some troops. Whoops, oh shit, I just fumbled that. Break in, I wonder if I lost those troops twice. Nevertheless, okay, we're now inside, and 1,900 against our 200 here. So we'll run normal player damage as usual, normal troop damage throughout this whole series, and we'll give this ridiculous combat a chance. Look at this fucking army though. 52 Marksmen, 34 Consguards. This, if there ever was a 10 out of 10, this is that. This is a 10 out of 10 for difficulty. I'm hoping this is the same keep layout. It is. Beautiful. I've had a couple of battles. I only recently, in the last month or two, discovered these keeps in Khazate, and these are highly defensible because of this. I can take this 4th Corps of archers and just stretch them out up here, and I can fairly easily protect those guys from combat. Let's see, I want to have an infantry division up there. This is the 8th. These are elite companions. We'll stick them up here. And what else do I got here? Let's see, the 2nd division. I've got some mixed infantry divisions. Of course, most of these troops are militia, right? These are the lowest level scummy troops. But in this case, we're very glad to have them. You know, we emptied the garrison as much as we could, but ultimately you can't have a castle siege without some of the militia joining. But in this case, against almost 2,000 troops, we will take this small assistance to our 40 here. Obviously, if you just had strictly 40 companions, I don't actually think you could defend a city or a castle like this, but we'll try this. Again, lots of militia troops here. The 1st division is kind of a mix. A lot of my divisions are kind of mixed. I want a division up here, though, that's going to act like a blockade and protect these archers. So the 2nd Corps in a square right at the corner here. I want to be precise with the location here. These guys in a shield wall, or in a square rather, will be effectively a big block, preventing from the enemy from attacking our left flank. Now I got the, let's see, I got the 7th archers I have to assign. Let's see, put some of these companions. I think it doesn't really matter which divisions these guys are in. These guys are going to help tremendously whatever division they're in. This is an archer. We'll stick her with the 4th. And then I have, let's see, I have the 7th and the 5th. Let's put the 5th right here. These guys can get some crossfire. And I got the 7th archer division. Let's put them back here. I've actually fought a very similar situation like this. And I think there's an outside chance we can make this work, right? It seems audacious. It seems impossible. 10 to 1 outnumbered, and more than half our force here is militia. But we're going to give it a shot. We got some exploding bombs up there. Get this horse tucked away. Ah, fuck, I'm stuck. No email. Thanks, motherfuckers. All right, he won't leave. We're going to have to kill this horse. He's in the fucking way. He's going to impede our troops. He might even cause a bug with this episode. So we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen, and I just sent him off to a nice little stables here. All right, we got catapults. Excellent. We're going to be firing some of these bombs early on here. And they got 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 big groupings of troops. Get out of the way, dude. This guy's like, he's getting shot. Move, you fucking dipshit. All right, I want to shoot, but I want you knuckleheads to get the fuck out of the way. Look at this guy's all fucking bugged too. All right, well, hopefully we don't drill these guys with siege. And let the bombing commence here. Now, of course, when the enemy gets closer, we're going to be using our best free throw ability, our 3-point shots, and firing them out there against their groups. But for the short term, since I can't reach them, me and this goofy-looking militia guy, looks like he's got clothes from the Goodwill. You know, we're gonna make things happen here. Don't worry, my wife and I shop at the Goodwill. I can make fun of it because we go there. We're ripping some Macklemore clothes, you know it. All right, so we're firing in some bombs here. And I'm just trying to whittle down the amount of elite troops they have, right? I didn't get a collective total, but this is, I don't know, maybe 300 tier 5 and tier 6 units. This is an incredibly stacked army. Maybe it's more than that. Every single unit that I'm hitting is a marksman, is a fucking heavy horse archer. These are all tier 5 and 6 units. Let's see what's in here. These look like infantry. Yeah, every single unit there, except that Sturgeon Spearman. There was one tier 4 in there. All the rest are tier 5. So this is an audacious challenge. We've been pushing the envelope with this series here, this companion and blood series, and eventually, when you push the edge, eventually you find the edge here, right? All right, we're gonna let that guy man the catapult. We're gonna rain some shots down here. Now we can start killing their guys that are gonna be joining on the ram, and I'll be watching for their ladders. They don't have a siege tower, so they're going to be coming up with ladders. Ladders are a great choke point to kill them with these bombs. In fact, I kind of want to conserve these for when they start roaring up in huge masses, trying to get on those siege ladders. Oh, they're shooting at me, motherfuckers. Oh, here they come. I could just see them fucking swarming in like ants. Motherfuckers pouring in. Look at that shit. All right, so I've got a few archers over there, literally a few. I've got 5 and I think 7. Those are the 5th and 7th division. We'll get some crossfire. Meanwhile, we're going to kill them by the dozen here with these bombs. Sometimes it doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't really know why, and then other times it does 600 a guy. It's a strange... If somebody understands that dynamic, let me know. Yeah, look at that shit. 450, 500. I don't know if I threw it better or held the button longer or something. I'm not sure what the difference is there. But nevertheless, the enemy's dying here. They're all clumped up, and we're going to fire as many of these as we can in there before the enemy starts to reach us. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about my location here. I don't have anybody on the walls, of course, because we don't have the troops. They would get shot to pieces. And so I'm probably going to face enemies almost as soon as I come down from here. So we'll see. We'll go down... Ready to fight. That's one of their nobles, Tar guy. I have a javelin in the back, motherfucker. Right in the neck. And at least for the short term, I can do a little bit of skirmishing here, but the front door is what I'm really concerned about, right? That's where the enemy's gonna pour through. Fuck, they came through faster than I expected. We're gonna have to join them. Let's get the 3rd. This is the 3rd division. Let's get them in a square. The other units can pound them with arrows from across the valley. I'm going to join them here. You're going to see me fighting a lot, of course, in this whole series. You know, I have to have 100 or 200 kills in these series to have any chance. These guys are squaring up, all their little orange pajamas. It's not going to be super effective, but it's better than them charging. I think they would get massacred. And you can see our archers are working the enemy as they're trying to attack the square. I've got my 99 or what, it's like a 101 speed axe ripping, right? We're going to be tearing through the battlefield here. For sieges like this, I always go with 3 stacks of javelins. Oh, this fucking guy. He's like standing here swinging at these guys. Get the fuck out of here. I always go with 3 stacks of javelins because you can get a lot of kills, throw it through their shields. And we go with our fast axe. I'm going to be scavenging a lot of javelins here along with our Goodwill clothing that we've got, these peasants. We're going to be picking up all these errant javelin throws as we can expect the enemy just to continue to pour in this battle, right? I mean, we've barely put a dent into them. What do they have, 2,000, 1,900? We've probably killed 200 or 300 so far. All right, so archers here have beautiful crossfire. I have the 3rd and 6th division right here. So the 6th is skirmishers. Those guys are going to be able to attack at range, throw javelins in there. I can do a little bit more javelin work here on the outskirts. And we're essentially just waiting the next big enemy mass. It's going to be coming. This might be it here. You know, they're going to come in 400, 500, 600 at a time. And we've got, you know, militia, guys with wooden shields, and our elite 8th Corps. In we go. Now, what I want to do here is I want to use units defensively and then attack with units that are offensively once they're busy with our defensive units, right? Units in a square, units in a shield wall, and then we will flank the enemy with units charging, right? They're actually forming a big blob towards both of our forces here, so I'm just going to wade in. Right? You're going to see me doing this a lot. I've got to throw caution to the wind here. Fortunately, I have 330 athleticism and 330 two-handed, so I can navigate with the best of them. Yeah, it's a huge press of the enemy. Now you see I see arrows raining it over my head. That's very good, right? That's artillery support from those guys up on that wall, and they're protected. Nothing's going to be able to get to them for a while. I've got I think it's the second corps up there. I try to say this stuff out loud because it also helps me remember in the battlefield. Oh shit, I've got the second corps up there helping to defend. I may need to keep an eye on that second corps, or even pull them down here, right? I might need to use that second corps offensively, depending on the battle needs here. All right, so we smoked that big group of the enemy, and I want my units here backing up, right? I want my units staying defensive, let the enemy come to us, let our archers eat. Smoke that guy right in the fucking face. All right, the enemy, of course, is going to be never-ending, and it's high-level enemy, right? I have my companions up there battling. Try to give her some support here. But you can see what I'm doing here. Effectively, what we're trying to do is, in addition to crossfire, we are trying to isolate the enemy, to have them attack mostly our right flank here, where we have the 3rd and the 6th. They can get crossfire from the archers up there, and then we win the battle, right? We live happily ever after. That's the hope. We do some javelin throws here as their archers are pushing through, fucking cons guards and shit. Catch with this fucking javelin, cons guard motherfuckers. Of course, those guys, that's about the only way they can reach our archers up there is to come in through the door and shoot, and I don't suspect they're going to have a lot of luck doing that. Holy shit, it's a huge press of forces. In we go again here. Let's see, let's have the 3rd Division charge and the 6th can flank. In we go here. We're just going to attack like a fucking crazy person. Cons guards, every other guy's a fucking cons guards. And just trying to hold back this fucking cascade and avalanche of fucking enemies here. They're pouring by me, even though I'm killing every 4th guy. It's getting tenuous. Of course, it was always going to be tenuous. This is probably impossible. The enemy's pouring up that fucking... Looks like they're rallying is what they're doing. The enemy in a situation like this a lot of times will rally. They will go to a safe spot and form a huge ball. And when they do that, of course, you want to try to take advantage, pound them with as many ammo as you can, because they're going to charge. These guys are just stacking up, getting ready to charge. All right, I want my units. I got a few units that are tied up in there that are going to get killed. I've got the 3rd and the 6th here, and they're greatly diminished. It's 10 guys. Oh, fuck. There's another huge wave coming behind them. They got a lot of troops. It's just infantry as far as the eye can see. Getting clubbed over the head by fucking woodsmen. Let the axe eat, right? Now I'm gathering a lot of attention here. The left flank is finally under assault. They are attacking the square. I think our courtyard force here has melted away. I think this combined assault has finally wore all these troops out. I'm getting cornered. It looks very grim right now. All right, we're going to have to up our game here. Motherfucker, I see you fucking shooting me. Have a javelin. That's my last javelin. All right, up a hill we go here. We're going to defend this left to the death. Wade in here. I'm just going to fucking attack like a reckless maniac. It's me and 20 enemies, and then my... Oh, shit. Yep. We lose 1/4 of our health to a fall. And we dust ourselves off. Okay, that side is toast. We really are being hemmed in here to this far side. I don't know if I can get up there. I'd like to join my men on that wall, but I'm cut off now. They have so many guys attacking here. I'm being attacked from both sides. Motherfucking fucking stubborn sturgeon forces. It's not going to prevent me from trying, though. We're going to try to cut our way through this. Fucking enemy lords. You can have some, too. Tabur, eat shit. I got cons guards attacking me from behind. This is a bad situation. But at least I have the fastest fucking weapon on the field here. Nobody can match this axe. You guys are flipping all over the place. Getting fucking cornered. And my forces are slowly starting to give way there. Fuck. This is where I wish I had 10 javelins. forces pouring in through the front, pouring up the ladder. We've got to join our troops there. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Fuck it. I'm fucking literally surrounded. I don't even know how I can move. Talk about a mob. Oh, they're starting to key in on me. We're falling all over the place. They're like pushing me off the edge. There's just so many enemies. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, he's almost dead. I do have the RTS mod loaded. I think it'll work for this episode, and we're gonna need it because I'm surrounded here by fucking angry Khazate units. Alright. Where the fuck am I? I can only presume that these companions got shoved out of the keep. They got pushed off the walls. Fuck. Well, that is highly suboptimal. I can tell there's a fucking scrum up there. I can see the death spam. They're holding out for now. It's going to take me forever to get back there if I can even get through here. And then, you know what we can do here? Here's what we can do. I can use the RTS mod here. Let's see. I can choose who I want to play. I understand this is breaking the immersion a little bit for folks out there. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get a unit that's actually, here we go, that's actually in the battle. All right. So it looks grim. Yeah, that's because it is grim, right? We're fighting, I don't know, 1,000 with our 30 here, but we're going to fight down to the last fucking person here. Motherfucking Khazates. Behead some people. Now, she's got a slower axe. It does more damage and has more reach, but she also has 330 athleticism and 332 hand. So this is almost going to be like riding a bike. I'll be right back into the swing of things here. Literally arms flying all over the place. And we're going to hold out here to the fucking bitter end. Fuck you, Khazate. I've got like 9 of us here. It's fucking just a peasant mob. And they have high-level troops, though. I still see Consguard. This fucking guy blocks every shot. That's one thing I noticed. Slow axes, you get blocked a lot, right? The enemy can see it coming. The AI sort of has time to block and parry. My fast axe rarely gets blocked, right? It's just, and if they do, they're instantly killed. I just love my fast axe. Now we're getting fucking mobbed here. I feel like I'm chopping wood, too. Fuck! I keep getting fucking shoved off the edge. Alright, well, fuck it. This siege is over. We knew we were going to reach our capacity here eventually in this Companions in Blood series. That doesn't mean I'm going to fucking give up. We're going to shoot these guys to pieces at the end here. They're beating on my last couple companions up there. Fuck you, Khazate. All lined up to get a piece. These guys can get a piece too. You guys want some? She has 326 bow skill too. So talk about a badass, right? Her Tinder account would be fucking swarmed with guys who are interested. Just fucking smoking them. Maybe I can kill their whole army with bows. Alright, here comes the shields. We're fucked. That doesn't mean we're gonna stop fighting, though. Fuck you, Khazate. Yeah, see, this slow axe is so easily parried. I used to use a slow axe, and now it's nothing but a fast axe for Zuvan. They still have tier 5 units. Fuck you. At least we killed the Drunzidic champion. Well, when you push to the edge, sometimes you find it, right? We left a fucking graveyard of Khazate, but ultimately we did fail this Companions in Blood episode here. I mean, we took out almost 1,500. That was an epic battle for our 190 troops. Look at 332 kills for Zuvan. Even though we lost here, I still feel like it was a success. Hopefully that was entertaining. At least you could see some of the tactics you can use in Castle Siege. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I think that was close enough. We're going to try this battle again. So stay tuned, and I'm going to reload this. All right, so we've reloaded this. We're going to run through the exact same setup here. I don't suspect anything will be materially different here. I'm just actually going to fast forward this portion here, and then I will rejoin you with commentary once this battle is started. We will load the live commentary. So again, we'll stick the 4th up here. This part here I'm going to narrate kind of slow just in case those are interested, want to see the setup again. Again, this keep has a beautiful defensive structure where you can get units up on these side walls. Right, I can assign the 7th Division a nice commander. We can put them opposite of these units. I'm going to set things up very similarly here. I don't actually think we had a failed game strategy there, although I may do more defensive squares down in the valley in this episode. We're definitely going to have to try something different because, of course, that first time we failed. That said, we took out, what, 14 or 1,500. We weren't that far from success, right? So we're going to give this another shot. I'm curious what people think about this when we do a second take of the same battle. Maybe this is total snooze fest for people. I don't know. You know, this is, for me, it's a fun challenge, especially when it's close enough where maybe we can pull off this unbelievably difficult challenge. But let me know. This is the kind of thing I'd love feedback on because I'm not going to bother with narrating these or even including them in videos if people just think this is garbage, fighting essentially the same battle over. I think we ended up with like 4 or 5 less troops for some reason. Maybe more got caught on the way in. But for whatever reason, it's more or less the same battle, but for whatever reason, we had less troops. All right, so we'll set the 7th again here on this wall, and the idea is crossfire, right? They can only hold their shield up in one direction. This will give us the ability to hit them with arrows from multiple sides. See, I have these archers up here. I don't really want these guys up here. I want archers down here in the valley, right? We want to give them some elevation. So it's little things like this that maybe we can make improvements on from that first fight. And what this does for me is this sharpens my own skills, right? I've played literally 1,000, maybe 2,000 Bannerlord battles, and I'm still learning, right? You still learn the nuances of siege. And so we're trying little things here to make improvements, and ultimately, hopefully I can pass on my improvements to you. Let me make the mistakes or experience at least from my mistakes, and then you can benefit from them. All right, so this time I've got 2 different squares. I've got this. Okay, so the 8th and the 4th are up here. You can see these guys have beautiful line of sight, but I want to protect these guys, right? So I want this square basically dividing those troops. Now, these units in front of me, those are 8th Corps. Those guys can handle themselves. If the enemy attacks them, it's like them attacking a saltwater crocodile. Very, very bad outcomes occur. Fling a few javelins in here. What are you doing? These fucking guys. I did not say go there. This fucking guy. This is part of the 7th Corps. He was supposed to be positioned, if you remember, on the far right of the keep there, and he's just doing whatever he wants. So I'm telling him to follow me. We will probably assign him. I can't assign him back there now. It's not giving me the option. So we're just going to assign him at the back of the courtyard. That's not the worst place for an archer, right? They have unlimited ammo, and those archers, of course, are going to be able to do good damage shooting downhill on the enemy. The more arrows that are drawn on the enemy and firing in on them, the better, right? You can just, it's just machine gun fire, right? If you have 120 archers all shooting, even if the enemy's blocking, right? He's getting hit in the foot. He's getting hit in the areas where the shield doesn't guard. All right, just like the first battle, we're going to lob in some explosive rounds here. Fuck, a complete air ball there. That doesn't happen very often. Siege is something I've gotten better at. Like when I first started making videos of Bannerlord for Siege, honestly, I felt like I was doing a disservice to people because I was so bad. Now, hopefully, at least some people are benefiting from basically from my mistakes. Let me be stupid, let me fuck up, and then help you improve. I can mention this just because I didn't notice this until I'd fought 100 sieges. That little red bar on the side there that I keep looking at, that is the distance that your the catapult shoots, right? So the left, right, and then that distance thing are the 2 things that you, the guy firing it, have the ability to adjust. I had literally no idea how to do that like 6 months ago, and I was lobbing every other fireball over the head of the enemy. This allows you fine-tuned accuracy with your catapult. And then once you get good at it, right, every shot is 10 guys dead and some other guys injured. It's interesting, the enemy taking 101 damage and not dying. You know, that tells you there's high-level lords here as well, and I know there are high-level lords here. You know, that's indicative of very powerful troops. Again, 102, and whatever unit that was didn't die. All right, so we're going to rain down some fireballs here, and just like the first battle, nothing new here. Being a little bit more patient this time. The enemy's pouring in like before. And you see what we're doing here, right? We're trying to save some of these precious grenades for the enemy to stack up on these ladders. When they put their ladders up, like fucking 200 or 300 guys all close in tightly to get on the ladder. It's a bad AI component of the game, especially with these bombs. Of course, the AI fortunately doesn't throw bombs in like this. But for you on the defensive side, you might as well take advantage of it, right? If I didn't do this, it would just be blatantly passing up a golden opportunity. The enemy's going to give us this opportunity, we'll take it. Napoleon would say, when the enemy's making mistakes, don't interrupt them. Just let them make mistakes. All right, we're pounding them on this side. We got one more precious bomb here to blow up another 10 or 15 guys. And just like the first battle, we're going to join the fray. This time I'm going to watch the gate a little sooner. Here they come. They're pouring through the gate. We're going to be joining them, and I think we're going to form some squares here. Definitely going to be kiting a little bit more this second time, and obviously I'm assisting my troops earlier on. In that first battle, these guys were getting smoked before I even realized they were through the gate. Look at this press of troops, though. Fuck, it's intense. Units got told to charge accidentally, so what do? I tell them to give way, right? F1, F5. These are the kind of things you as the commander will benefit from once you've played, you know, Bannerlord a lot. Those are the kind of things you don't want those units charging there. They charge into the lion's den. They all get killed. In this instance, I'm telling them effectively to kite, and as they kite, right, the enemies are getting shot with arrows. You see how they pulled back. One side is at a square, the other side is pulling back. And that spreads the enemy out. It lets our archers work. An arrow to the neck for that guy. And we're going to sort of work the margins of this battle here. Fucking legionaries, dark hands, elite troops. I lost a companion right there. Just like before, they are stacking up here, but look at the arrow fire, right? Even with their arrows up, these guys are taking withering fire. Now, why am I helping them? If you're wondering, I'm breaking up shields. If they have shields that are protecting a lot of their units, they're shock troops, and you can break those shields and kill the guys with your javelin skills. Holy shit. That guy ran in like 100 miles an hour. If you can do that, of course, what you do is you expose the vulnerable troops, right? The units that don't have shields are suddenly exposed because you destroy the guy with the shield, and the next thing you know, your archers are really doing work. See, just casually, you know, running back. I know my archers are shooting the guys chasing me, right? So anytime I'm pursued, I'm simply going to fall back and let my archers work, right? Now, this is another huge press of troops. We don't have much choice here but to fight, but I have one group defensive and one group that's about to be sent offensively, right? We'll send in, let's see. I can probably, no, I'm going to leave those guys defensive. This is just so many troops. If I send in units offensively here, they will be liquidated. I think in that first battle, we might have been a little too aggressive. We'll let the enemy come to us here. Again, the enemy is getting worked by our archers. We don't really want our infantry fighting here. We want our infantry trying to survive. If our infantry survives here, that's more arrows our enemies is going to take from our archers. This guy, he's on our side. We got a dark hand somehow. Must have been in the castle keep. All right, so these guys pulled those guys. Let's pull these guys back. Let's get them reset. Let's give them some range so the enemy has to get to them first. And as they do so, they're going to take lots and lots of arrows. This side's actually holding out. This side was eliminated immediately in the last battle. So we've definitely got a better setup here, better chance to win this battle. Seems impossible, but, you know, we've done battles before where I've had people say that was like, it seemed impossible. And again, this still may not be possible. We still may lose, but we're definitely gonna give it our best shot here. All right, another group of enemies coming in. These are mostly archers. We've got some javelins for these motherfuckers. No, I don't think so, lady. Their archers in this situation are really fucked, right? They've got to set up to shoot, and they've got to come through absolutely murdering fire to get up here. It's not really They're really no factor. And this is where if you have your archers on the walls, especially towards the front of the keep, you lose this battle quickly. Right? Your archers get shot with 500 arrows. Their archers are really activated. Then their infantry comes up on the walls and you're fucking dead. Okay, there's a huge amount of guys here down there on this ladder. Sometimes the enemy gets kind of fucking confused and convoluted on these ladders. That's good for us, right? We're going to throw javelins. We're going to throw these rocks down on them. And what that means is those 150 guys there are not going to be coming through the front door, right? Those guys are slowed down. They're trickling in instead of charging. The AI sometimes gets sort of confused as to which way to attack. And a lot of times what happens is the enemy will pile up units on siege ladders like this and only send in part of their force through the front gate. I think if I was commanding the enemy here, yeah, I would do what they're doing right here. There's a huge wave coming. I would send a massive amount of troops right through the center. I might make a quadrant for my archers to set up. Fuck, this is a problem. In we go. Enough narration. Kill everything. Alright, again, pulling our units back here. As they're pulling back, right, the enemy is getting shot in the back, right? These little militia are holding their own against sturgeons and whatnot, and they're getting arrows in the back from our units. We've still got a handful of companions here doing good work. That 7th Corps is actually doing pretty good up there. That 7th Corps, those are the guys at the beginning of the battle. If you remember, they were a little bit askew. They were running all over the place. You see the Khans guards just absolutely smoked. They get hit by 20 arrows, right? They can't shoot. Out of javelins here. But way better so far than that first battle. Our crossfire still enacted here. We've got one small archer division on the other side. This block here, this 2nd division in a square, is holding the enemy back beautifully. We still have about 30 men in the courtyard itself. And the enemy is content slowly coming up this ladder with this 150 guys. That might be more than 150. There's a huge amount of troops out there. I love this guy's body's hanging over the edge of that. The death animations for Bannerlord are absolutely amazing. The courtyard suddenly got quiet. I think that's because the enemies on both sides of these ladders, they've sort of slowed their roar through the middle. Now they've been getting massacred through the middle, so the AI might do some computing and say, you know what, the center is not working at all. Let's stick to these ladders. For whatever the reason, though, if they don't pour through this center, they have no chance. Those ladders are just absolute fodder. They're coming up 2 every couple seconds, shot to pieces, and mowed down by our infantry. It's just a fucking graveyard. There's bodies piled up. It's fucking amazing. Half the guys have a javelin in the throat. Yeah, these guys actually look bugged. I'm going to push these ladders off. I don't mind them coming through at this stage. I think we have a nice death corridor set up. I think we would cause... Oh, shit. I think we would cause major damage if they did come through the center. Our crossfire is still working. So if they want to charge the center, I'm all for it. And, of course, ultimately for this series, I want a challenge. I want the most difficult challenge possible. I want this guy's javelins. Give me your javelins. Yeah, you can see the archers are just eating. Anything that comes up here is just absolutely smoked. This is like their beaches of Normandy here. No chance. That guy almost fucking knocked him out of the keep. I've still got some of these rocks here. We can use these. I see a handful of guys trickling through the front, but it's a trickle, not a flood. As long as it's just a trickle and not a flood, I don't need to join my men down the courtyard. Very different feel than the first battle. The enemy in that first battle absolutely ate our courtyard alive. We lost those 100 units in there, or 80 or whatever it is, like in the first 5-10 minutes of that battle. And here we have not only guys in the courtyard, but we have a death chamber set up, right? There's 3 units, 2 of them can square, and the third one is an archer unit with elevation. I mean, it's nasty. We're starting to stack the bodies up here. Oh shit. There's another huge fucking force roaring up the middle. All right, well, the courtyard's going to get tested. We like it. In we go. Look at the archer damage, right? We're doing massive damage with our archers. I'm going to wade in here. The axe needs to eat. These are recruits. This is a very good sign. Getting fucking thumped over the back of my head by blacksmiths. They're starting to eat up this 6th division. They're almost toast. These handful of companions, though, are fucking fighting it out. They are ferocious. The enemy has a huge press of archers here on the wall. We're going to aggressively attack this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Of course, our archers are occupied there as the enemy fucking pushed in on us. That's alright. The axe is here to fucking clear out the right flank. Don't worry, fellas. I'll do it. That's so lethal. I think these units are routing. If they're not routing, it's strange behavior. They're just charging directly. Oh shit, I totally fumbled our units. Somehow, I don't know what happened. They got told to attack or charge or something, and the enemy's pouring in at the worst time here. Fuck. Charge. Actually, that looks like they're routing. If they're not routing, it's... Shit, they're turning. Alright, we got an archer division, we got a square set up there. Let's send in the 6th. Someone, they're cheering. This is a strange ending to this battle. I think the battle's over. I think the enemy routed. It's like they were thinking about routing, and those last 7 or 8 guys that got cut down, that convinced them. They're like, well, we want to fight, never mind, we don't want to fight. More of that axe. Alright, well, so it took 2 tries, but we were eventually successful with this Companions in Blood series. And again, I recognize this is not just the 40 of us. We've got this militia. We've got like 20 or 30 guys. What are these guys doing here? We've got like, 20 or 30 guys or whatever that were in the garrison. I can't prevent that. I can't like throw them out of the gates of the castle. So it is what it is. But this gloriously beautiful battlefield, painted in the dead of the enemy, is a beautiful ending here to this challenge. Took a couple tries, but those are epic siege defenses. Siege defenses are generally some of the stuff that gets the most interest out there from uploads. I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of people, subscribing when they see sieges like this. So we'll continue to try to have these as they pop up. And if I have any epic sieges like this, I'll do my very best to narrate them and load them on up. See, we racked up the skill points here. It's on to the next challenge, right, with this Companions in Blood series, right? I'll probably end up doing a dozen of these, maybe 15 at most. We're going to try even more ridiculous, audacious challenges with these guys. So far, so good, right? I'm not going to tell you if we've succeeded on all of them. We actually, I'll just say this: we haven't succeeded on all of them. I'll leave it to you to watch and kind of see what happens. But another 352 kills for Zuvan. Another fun series for me to play. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully you're learning some things tactically. Hopefully you're learning some Bannerlord things. Hopefully you're learning some foul language to use in the upcoming days and weeks. I love sharing that kind of stuff with you guys. Profanity is beautiful. Please like and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. And I will talk to you, friends, next time.